So heat number one of SX2 lining up. Jackson Richardson, Jay Wilson lining up alongside Hayden Melross. Couple of fastest qualifiers. Jay Wilson, the number 6. The Amaloob Racing Machine. He has the red plate. Signifies championship leader coming into this one. Hayden Melross just adjusting the knee braces there. 15 seconds, and we are about to drop the gate for the very first time here at the Coolum Supercross, round 2 of the Australian Supercross Championship. Oh, there it is from right behind the gate. 7:54 is going to be Jace Cosper. Looks like he's going to get the hole shot. He runs it in pretty deep. Hole shot, though, is going to go to one of those Husqvarnas. Jai Robertson is 4th or 5th fastest qualifier of number 100. He's a privateer. Jay Wilson trying to get to the inside of him and try and make a move early. Just establish a buffer. As I said, we're only taking 8 riders out of this heat, 8 riders out of the next. The rest of them then are forced to go into the last chance qualifier. What a great start for young Jai Robertson. I believe it's only his first year in seniors, and here he is leading heat 1 of round 2 of the Australian Supercross Championship. Great result so far for young Jai Roberts. Hayden Melross in 3rd, Bradley Taft in 4th, and Jackson Richardson, Ricky Latimer, Caleb Barham, and Wilson Todd is in 8th. That's the bubble there for the people we're taking direct through to the main. Roberts at the moment definitely holding his own with these guys at the front. Melross right on the back wheel there of Jay Wilson. They're going to want to try and get around Roberts nice and quickly and open a bit of a buffer on the rest of his field here. Get into their zone reasonably early. Looking a little bit one-lined at the moment, i.e. they're all just following each other through. Different rhythm there for Hayden Melross over Jay Wilson there. And he's moved into 2nd place now, Hayden Melross. We're looking at the number 1 of Jackson Richardson, the 35 of Latimer. Great ride on the move here from the young privateer, Jai Roberts. There's Hayden Melross riding with 2 freshly picked big toes. He broke them pre-round number 1. Been in and had surgery since round number 1, got that tidied up. Now he's starting to put a little bit more pressure on his fellow Husqvarna rider. Right on the back wheel there now of Jai Roberts. First and second, just opening up a little bit of a buffer at this point. Now here comes Melross through his whoops. He's going to get to the inside of Roberts. There's Bradley Taft with his teammate Jackson Richardson just tucked in behind him. And we've got Ricky Latimer now. He goes to the inside, pass for the lead. Good smooth move there from Hayden Melross. He's into the lead. Now Roberts is going to want to tuck in there. Try and keep an eye on these lines. Hayden Melross been living in America for the last 3 or 4 years, racing the American Supercross Series. So Jai Roberts in some pretty esteemed company right now. Roberts all over the back of Hayden Melross. Jacob Hayes back there in 16th place. He's way out of qualifying position. So the current American Arena Cross champion, Jacob Hayes, with a lot of work to do. He wants to qualify out of this one and move on directly to the main. Oh, Robert getting a little bit messy through the whoops, but he gets away with that one. Oh, Jay Wilson, wow, has a massive moment there, charging over that whoops, all the weight over the front of the bars. Stayed nice and relaxed, picked it up. No dramas at all for Jay Wilson. Settling into their positions now. Kick lap left to run in this one. Wilson may try and work his way forward. He might just be happy to sit there in 3rd, knowing he's going to qualify, save a little bit of energy for that first 4 laps of the main. He's really going to have to open up the sprint pace to open a gap. At the moment, though, Hayden Melross is looking to avenge the performance in the first one and work his way further up championship standings right now, though, your championship leader, Jay Wilson, doing a very, very good job just to stay close to him. Look at his whoop speed now. Gets to the outside of Guy Roberts. Carrying some good speed now. Wilson going to try and get to the inside here. Roberts is going to run it in. Semi-block pass. Roberts cuts down early. They'll go bar to bar through the on-off section. Roberts to the outside. Wilson controls the inside line, which he does very well. Up and over the Dragon back into the next corner. And again, Roberts to the inside. Wilson to the outside. Carrying just that little bit more speed. Locks down that second position now and shuffles Guy Roberts back into third. Only 3/4 of a second essentially between first and third at this point in time. Jay Wilson now will look to try and get on terms as quickly as he can here with Hayden Melross. Just stay close, look for that final. Try and keep an eye on the lines that Hayden Melross is running and see if he's going to do anything different. Maybe switch things up a little bit and look for an alternative line and take on into the main event. Latimer, Barham and Todd all sitting in qualifying positions now. Good spot for those guys. They need to get through into the final. Number 1, Jackson Richardson, had his shoulder reconstruction in the back end of the motocross season, so really only had about 6 weeks back on the bike. Jay Wilson there on that Yamaloob Racing 2019 YZ250F. DP8 Husqvarna leading this one, then Hayden Melross on board doing a very, very good job. Guy Roberts sitting in third place at this point in time. Just through those woods. Melross from Jay Wilson. Hayden Melross gets the win in that one from Jay Wilson. Both those guys transfer direct to the main. Jackson Richardson in 5th. Bradley Taff will get 4th. Ricky Latimer now looking for that 6th place. That will be Latimer through there in 6th. 7th will be Wilson Todd. Now just waiting on the number 16 of Caleb Barham. There he is